What happens when global war breaks out, not in hours but over a month? Not the blinding flash of nuclear fire, but the slow, suffocating death of civilization itself. Every modern city, every economy, every home depends on invisible systems: power, transport, communication, trust. When one collapses, the rest follow. Experts say society is only 9 meals away from anarchy, 3 days without food, and order begins to crumble. This is what that collapse looks like, day by day, hour by hour. The first missiles fall before dawn. No one believes it, not at first. Social media floods with footage. Governments deny, then confirm. Air raid sirens wail across continents. Panic sets in. Within hours, power grids flicker and die. Cyber attacks, EMPs, or simple overloads. The internet slows, then stops. Markets freeze, ATMs go dark. People rush to buy food, water, gas, shelves empty in hours. Gas stations close, banks lock their doors. Governments declare emergencies, curfews, martial law. But the orders come too late, and confusion spreads faster than the news. In every city, you can see it. The moment normal ends. Traffic lights dead. Phones silent. People staring at each other, realizing they're on their own. 3 days. That's how long it takes for civilization to start bleeding. 4 days in, trucks stop. Fuel convoys are targeted or commandeered by the military. Drivers abandon their routes. Highways turn into graveyards of metal. Supermarkets stand empty, just echoes and broken glass. Hospitals ration medicine, then power. Generators run dry. Without transport, there's no food, no medicine. The global supply chain, the machine that feeds 8 billion people, halts. And with it, something deeper breaks: trust. Rumors spread faster than facts. Online misinformation becomes a weapon until the network itself collapses. Power grids fragment. Cities go dark. Airports shut down. In a world built on just-in-time delivery, nothing arrives. And hunger begins to whisper. 1 week in, the thin blue line, gone. Police stations run out of fuel, ammo, and patience. Some officers stay. Most go home. Across major cities, looting becomes survival. Neighborhoods turn inward, or on each other. Criminal groups take over supply depots. Checkpoints rise overnight. Civilians with rifles, no badges, no authority, just fear. Refugees flood highways, trying to reach the countryside. Borders close. Governments claim control, but the radio says otherwise. Each town becomes its own world, with its own rules. Psychologists call it the fragmentation phase, when the human brain stops thinking in systems and starts thinking in tribes. Yet in the chaos, something else appears: islands of order. Communities that plan, share, protect. Small towns with water, discipline, and trust. They survive longer, not because they're armed, but because they remember how to cooperate. For most, though, cooperation is a luxury that dies with the lights. Two weeks of war. Governments fracture under pressure. Power grids offline, cities starving, communication reduced to rumors and shortwave radios. Some nations dissolve into regional warlords. Others form emergency councils. And a few militaries, desperate for control, stage coups for the sake of order. Propaganda floods the airwaves, patriotic, frantic, false. No one knows what's true anymore. Across the world, silence spreads. Whole regions go dark. No reports, no survivors. The old world's institutions, parliaments, courts, currencies, exist only on paper now. Civilization isn't laws or borders. It's trust. And once trust is gone, there's nothing left to hold us together. Three weeks in, the famine begins, not everywhere at once, but spreading like a shadow. Urban centers are empty, rural areas overwhelmed. Those who stayed in cities live off scraps, pet food, rainwater, anything. Water turns brown, diseases spread. Hospitals long abandoned. Malnutrition changes the mind. It makes people do what once seemed unthinkable. Families scatter. Parents trade what they have, anything, to keep their children alive another day. The war that began with machines becomes a war for calories. And amid it all, small groups adapt, grow in food, dig in wells, organize and barter networks. The return of ancient systems, born from necessity. History repeats. As in every collapse, from Rome to Sarajevo, the ones who endure are those who build together, quietly. But for most, it's too late. 4 weeks, 30 days since the first strike. The world is unrecognizable. Major powers fractured. Governments in exile, broadcasting from ships, bunkers, or foreign soil. The internet is gone. The satellites, silent. Money has no meaning. Paper bills used as kindling. Gold worth less than a bag of grain. A new kind of order emerges, born from chaos. Warlords, council survivor networks, each claiming to be the new government. Communities trade in food, water, medicine. Religion and ideology return as anchors or weapons. Old flags burn, new ones rise. And somewhere, amid the silence and the smoke, humanity endures. From the ashes of collapse, life begins again. Not as it was, but as it must be. Because understanding how we fall is the first step to preventing it. Because understanding the collapse is the first step to preventing it.